What's up, people? It's your boy Killah. I'd like to welcome y'all and thank y'all for tuning in to episode 36 of my blogging series. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to my man C Swag. He hit me with that ill track. I got a banger out right now, like a banger. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Talking a lot of mess, you know what I'm saying? Doing my music thing. My music thing is really my passion, but you know I'm juggling. I wear a lot of hats, you know how I do. But anyway, big shout out to Rob Reels. Rob Reels getting on that Rock This remix with me. It's gonna be crazy. Shout out to Mike Pierre, just got on board with the German show, and shout out to the whole Black Rose staff over there. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the whole Brooklyn Farragut stand up. We had a lot of fun last night, and doing what we do over there. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to John, aka Big Cake, and also I want to give a big shout out to my whole Track Stars fam. I got promos coming for y'all real soon. Shout out to Realism, you know what I'm saying? The Real Talk Show goes down real major every week. Shout out to my baby girl Mimi, you already know. Lastly, but certainly not least, big shout out to Nork Illy, my man Big 7, and Miss Nana. If you don't know who Miss Nana is, get familiar. She's one of the hottest female young MCs we got coming out of Jersey. Like, Lil Mama who? Like, what? Come on, yo. Miss Nana, she doing her thing. Like I said, if you don't know who she is, get familiar. She rocking. She's real major. We went to the show tonight down in Newark on Avon. It was a great look, you know what I'm saying? It was a great show. I was very impressed. Alright, so with that, let me go in. This week I want to talk to y'all about the swine flu and RFID chips, and what is the connection to that. If y'all don't know, those of y'all that have been watching my blogs for a while, y'all that know me, refer to blog 10 when I was talking to y'all about the swine flu and how I think it's overrated. It's not really as big as people try to play it to be. Check this out. I was doing some research, and I was talking to a good friend of mine, and we was doing some research, and we came across something where they were trying to make it, when I say they, I mean the government, were trying to make it mandatory, the law, for you to get your children vaccinated for the swine flu. First and foremost, man, all y'all that's out there, if you're not in the military, or if you're not, you know what I'm saying, under any type of sanction where you have to get it, don't get no swine flu vaccination, yo. Why? For what? You've been living all this time without it. Just keep your immune system strong. If you get sick, God forbid you get sick, then you get sick. But that, yo, it's a lady. Do your research. It's a woman out there that got the swine flu vaccination, and she can't even walk. She got crazy neurological problems all because she got a swine flu vaccination. So that's number one. But we was doing some research, and we found out that they were trying to make it mandatory for children, parents, to get their children vaccinated for the swine flu. Now y'all know me. That off top set a light bulb off in my head, because those of you that know, there's these things that they have called RFID chips. It's about the size of a grain of rice. It can be put in a syringe and injected in your arm, lodged into your arm. And what this chip does, it can be a tracking device, a locator. They can put a whole bunch of information on a microchip this big, put it inside of you, and have all your information in it, and everything they need to know about you. And it can also be a locator for you. Some people have already elected to have their children and themselves injected with RFID chips after 9/11 because for whatever reason, like, it's really stupid to me. But some people are walking around with chips in their arms because they elected to do that. The government is telling them that that's something that we should do for our American safety. Now, see, we're in the process where we're being conditioned. Soon cash is going to be no more. Sooner or later, cash is going to be, you're not going to need cash. Everybody's going to get their check direct deposited. You already pay your bills through. Most of y'all don't deal with cash anyway. You're being slowly but surely, you know, blossomed and groomed and breeded into a no cash society. Why no cash? For one, it's easier for them to take their money from you when it's all on data. when you swiping and everything like that. But back to the point, the RFID chip is something that they're going to have all your information and all your transactions, all your dealings with. They're going to put it on this little tiny microchip. So hold on one second, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Okay, that's what they're going to do with this microchip. So their thing is get it in the children while they're young, so they grow up with this. So how do we know that they weren't using that swine flu vaccination thing as like an excuse or a reason to take that little right-sized syringe injected RFID chip and inject it into your children? And it'd be mandatory, so it's nothing you can do about it. How do we know they're giving you a swine flu vaccination? My grandmother told me that the swine flu is nothing new. The swine flu been around since the 1930s. So why is there such a sense of urgency to be vaccinated and treating something that's been around for years? You know what I'm saying? The swine flu. Please. It's not as serious as y'all think. Trust me. It's not as serious as y'all think. But they wanted to pass this provision, to pass this bill, so that they would make it mandatory for your children to be vaccinated with the swine flu vaccination, so they could stick these microchips in their arm and they could start this new, it's called NWO. If you don't believe me, if you don't know what I'm talking about, and if you think I'm full of shit, just do your own Google search. Check NWO, the New World Order. Check out Aaron Russo. You know what I'm saying? Check out all the documentation. Check out how President John F. Kennedy spoke out about what the New World Order was trying to do back in the 60s. They meet on an island somewhere off the coast of Georgia, and the world leaders just to get together, and they have plans on indoctrinating and running the world through one bank. Europe has already started it. You know what it's called? The euro. You know how France, Germany, Spain, they all had this $1 called the euro? It's all being ran by one bank, the Central Bank of Europe. They're trying to get it in Africa. They're trying to get it in the United States because they're going to call it the Amero dollar with the NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement. I know I'm going over a lot of y'all heads with all this. I know this is a lot of information, and I know it's going everywhere. But this is just, well, I'm going to get back to all that, you know, all those unions with the euro, the Amero, Asia's trying to come together. We're gonna talk more about that. Shout out to Black Tino, because I know you know what I'm talking about, brother. I know you know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna get back to that. But just take into consideration and watch this whole swine flu thing, because they don't tell you what they're trying to do all front. They use fear and they make you scared of something, so that they almost put you in a corner and force you to do what you normally wouldn't soberly want to do. Check out the RFID chip. Look it up, what it is. It's the size of a grain of rice. It can be put in a syringe. They can lodge it in you. It can hold so much information. Holla at me. Any questions or concerns, I can answer them best. Signing off, Killah Ka Do or Die at your request. Peace.